Hey guys, what's up everybody? Zero, Antixius, Fush, Sinvec, Kill Combat. Guys, welcome. So, couple of funny stories here. Welcome everybody. Okay, I'll tell you guys the most immediate pressing thing. Story time? Well, this is a 30-second story or less. We have this build tonight, right? This Aksara that we're trying to build with Corsa switches. I don't know where the switches are. I started this stream, I was like, I think I got everything ready. And I realized I have no clue where the switches are that I was planning on putting these in this build. So, interesting, funny thing here. Okay, so let me think here. I remember the last thing was these switches were inside of the a BMech build that we did. If all that storage space and you lost 60-something switches, yeah, I know, right? It was in a BMech build. So I guess I gotta, like, I don't know, track it down. Let me see here. Let's try to verify. So we have two BMech builds. One of them, oh, still lists Corsa. What? I was almost certain I desoldered them. Maybe they're still in the board and I have to desolder it. Well, I thought I desoldered it, but maybe that never happened. So, yeah, okay, let me grab the board real quick. let me check if that's true. I thought I already desoldered it. Okay, I think it's in here. Yep. Alright, I'm not crazy. It's not lost. It's in here. Gonna buy the bullet every time I buy new switches. Okay, so we gotta do a desolder job on this. Okay, that explains that. All right. Ooh, shiny. Yeah. Okay. So, in other news, well, I guess I'll open up this package first. Let's open the package first. Guys, I'm really sad because I expected this whole order from nuts.com to come in today. And I don't think it's even made it to California yet. They said it was gonna come on, I think, Tuesday. Then they moved it up to today. It's not here today. So I think it's just delayed, yeah. Totally ridiculous. No nuts yet, in fact, no nuts. Welcome though, guys. And thanks everybody for the contributions to the challenge. Got my red devils today, or yesterday. Nice. Okay, so we did get one other package today though, and this one I am excited about. We got more of these IROC switches from Teal Technic. We got another set of reds. So this is our second red set, and then we got another set of these blue, or we got a new set of these blues, which I haven't had to this point. They sold out of the browns, which kind of sucks. But the goal here is I wanted 2 sets of red and 2 sets of browns because I wanted to be able to do builds where I undampened one of them, or like each one of them. But I guess I can only do that with the reds now, until someone sells some brown ones or until they restock, which I don't know how likely it is, to be honest, but we'll find out. But I guess we'll hold off till then. Sinvec, you're here. I don't know if you wanted to give a rundown because I guess I'm a little bit unfamiliar, but what's the key to lubing these? I know that you said you were looking into lubing these. I got myself some 3203 as per your recommendation, which was, I guess, recommended by some video. But I don't actually know 100% how to lube this. It's probably obvious, but I don't know. Do they not have Sprouts or anything in the Bay Area? Go get some scoops of nuts from the bulk section. No, I want the nuts.com nuts. I want the nuts that I ordered. I just didn't think it would take this long. Okay, let me figure out how we crack this open because it's been a bit. I think we last kind of determined here that the easiest way would probably just be to just pull these apart and then push through. Ow. These pins are sharp. I'll send you these nuts. Tub lube everything. Okay, so it was as simple as that. Alright, so there's the spring. Really, really ridiculously short spring. I wonder if those Kale box springs work, because I'm probably not going to want to use these. I like the 3203. I only have lubed a couple so far. I haven't tried them in a board yet. So what do you lube? I didn't have to pull the leaves to get the stem out, but do you have to pull the leaf to put it back in, or no? And are you just like, are you lubing basically every non-stem surface? That's probably what I would do, just lube it all. Use a pair of tweezers, I see. All right, I lost whether or not there was a front or a back side, but they look pretty even. So what I'd probably do, and you tell me if this is crazy, I'd probably lube every surface of the stem the same way I lube every surface of the, you know, an MX stem. And then I might also I don't know yet, I may also opt to just lube the housings, just kind of just like do it in MX style. Lube the whole stem except the pole. So you, is it because you generally don't lube the pole, or you just, do you specifically avoid it here off of a recommendation on what to do with IROX? How good are keyboards? What was the Alice you're showing off? Oh, that was just, it was a assembly for the BMEC, you know, which we've seen a million times. You never lube the pole. Okay, so I'm going to lube the pole because I normally do. All right, here's the next question. Let's see. This is a stupidly short spring. Let me check to see. I think I only have these Kale box springs, 60 grams slow. And I don't think I have any that are like any longer. Does this work? Probably. Basically just live by MX switch. Okay, that's good advice. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let me quickly grab one of these non-Kale box springs. So I think the idea is that the like circular diameter of Kale box springs matches what's necessary for Alps. But I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with potentially using an MX spring either. But let's find out. So quick investigation into this, because the truth is the next build I want to do is that Sidewinder IROX build. Fuck. I think it's this. But I haven't tuned any switches whatsoever. So I just want to see. Okay, I guess it's like this. Oh, that's like stupid heavy now. That's kind of funny. Do it and let me know, because I'd love to spring swap these. Yeah, I mean, they're now super, super heavy because I used a 78 slow too. It seems like it works. And I'm going to be honest, I don't 100% know why MX switches don't work in regular Alp switches. I guess I'll go grab one and find out right now real quick. But it looks like Kale box springs will also work. Let's do a quick comparison. I see. So Kale box springs are a little bit thinner in diameter compared to these MX springs. Like the standard MX springs. So I'm going to grab an Alp switch real quick, because I've never actually tested this. I've only just heard it without ever actually trying it. Alright, I'm just grabbing these random well, I'm gonna put this back together just so I don't mix all this crap up. We're gonna reassemble this. Okie doke. This one a little bit less straightforward on how to disassemble. There's a tool for Alps that I like to use. I gotta locate it though. This is one of the tools. I thought I'd like this. Oh shit, I thought I'd like this tool. I don't though. The problem with this tool that I thought I'd like is that I don't like it. All right. Okay, so this is a really, really tiny spring. This is a green Alps. So putting in a Kale box spring does work. Putting in one of these MX springs, it doesn't fit. Like, it doesn't fit into the slot because the slot is like really, really thin. Whereas I think they kind of addressed that problem here with IROX, which is pretty cool. So you can use Kale box springs if you want. You don't need to. Because they made that hole much, much wider. Neat. Neato. Okie doke. Well, there's our answers. You can spring swap IROX switches with standard MX springs. I still hate sprint multi-stage springs. Yeah. I mean, they're, of the ones I've tried, they were too short. That's my problem with them, at least. Okie doke. So, I think the plan is, if the next build I do is going to be the IROX, the Sidewinder with IROX switches, I think the next thing I'm going to do is like spend some time tuning them. And if I don't finish tuning them, you know, maybe before, I don't know. Here's what I'll say. I might spend tomorrow night's stream tuning if I stream, because my goal is to, like, you know, maybe it would be on Monday or something, work on this IROX build. Another quick thing too is I think I'm going to be out Tuesday. Well, I am going to be out Tuesday, and there's a chance that I may be out let me think about it. Wednesday and Thursday. Not sure yet. There's a chance that I'm here on Wednesday and Thursday or both. So we'll just have to see. Plan is to stream tomorrow and Monday, and then guaranteed I'll be back by Friday. But I could be back Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. Continuing along. Which switches are you going to put in the Sidewinder? Red, blue, or brown? My guess is I might keep the dampening rings on the reds, the red linears. That's what I think I'm going to do for the Sidewinder. But, Sinvec, do you have any preference? Does anybody here have any preference? I mean, I guess I could run a poll for it, right? Let's run a poll for it. Which switches for Sidewinder? Red. I ordered this really, really stupidly. Shit, man. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm probably not going to undampen the browns because I think overall I'll probably want to just keep those tactile silent, though I'm not sure yet. Okay, long poll here. Dampened or undampened? I put the two options for the reds, but I'm probably going to, whatever I put the brown into, I'll probably keep it dampened until I find like another batch, like another 70 that I would be able to put in something else. Randy Ocean, welcome. Okay, I think well, that's our package. Oh, this is super overexposed again. Evening, Punkshy, welcome. Welcome. Poll is up. Get your votes in. It's going to be a lengthy poll here. I'm going to tidy up, and then we'll take a look at a few things. Oh, I have another piece of news, which I'll show in just a minute. Be a struggle to close that. Okay, let's see. One more piece of news for anyone who was at the travesty that was yesterday's stream. Also, I feel like we could turn this up somehow. Hold on 1 second. Let's go with 16. All right, as I was saying, for those of you guys who were in yesterday's stream, we were not able to figure out why I couldn't increase the input signal's resolution. You know, I put in some what I believe to be guaranteed 4K, devices into the capture card, but couldn't figure it out. And then I was reminded, Sinvec, I may have revealed something here that I am, I know that you're picking up the he picked up the USB card for me. But I plugged it back in. Lord Chris, thanks for the follow. I plugged that back in, and then I recalled that there was a piece of USB specific capture card software for Magewell, where I had fixed this. Like, it was a problem here, and I fixed this, and it was in the software that you had to fix this under like an advanced tab that they said only touch this if you know what you're doing, which it's not documented, so how could you possibly know what you were doing? But I did fix it by playing around with that and then getting input signal to come in as 4K on the USB card. And that had me wondering, why is this only an option in this Magewell specific software and not in the Pro PCIe card? So we were like poking around trying to figure it out, like, how do you fix this? I'm just sitting there like, I can't fix this. I can't figure it out. I have the latest driver. All of the previous like versions of these drivers, they all seem to like have alarming things like in their release notes saying like, okay, well, if you revert back to this one, you have a higher chance of getting blue screens. So I kept poking around and I was just like, man, I don't know. And then I gave up, right? I gave up on stream. We ended stream, you know, we sent the raid over, but still couldn't really figure it out. But it was maybe about an hour or so afterwards that I figured something out. I did figure it out. And if you guys didn't catch it in the Discord, here was the situation. One second. Okay. Turns out, I don't know why I avoided every single tab here. I went to every single tab here except firmware. So I downloaded the driver. I looked at the whole driver version history. I was looking at documentations. I was looking at everything except for the fact that underneath the driver, there's this firmware section. And so I just needed to update the firmware. But this is also a little bit weird here too, though, because this is not like on this page. It's listed as like the latest one being from 2017, 1.31. Whereas in 1.34, which was released like 3 years later, you know, this is like essentially three versions later. Anyways, I downloaded this and it was really weird because the installation process of this firmware made it seem like, how do I put it? It didn't give you any indicators that something was like installing new. So I installed it and then it said, you already have 1.34, as though like it gave me the idea that I was already on 1.34, but I think it actually did push it up from some older version. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, I was like, I did it and I was like, man, I don't know if anything works. And then like I was like still reading stuff online. And then I went back to look at, OBS here. And then I realized that everything seems to be fine. Properties, configure video. Ah, shit. Okay, so it's back to saying it's 1920 by 1080. Okay. Well, then. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. Let me see here. Let's try to unplug this. I'll keep this open. I think this was right around the time I fell asleep. I gotta stop doing that. No worries, no worries. Okay, let's try this out here. All right, still says 1080p. Hold on, let's take a look at this. At these settings here. Still says 1080. Perfect. That sucks. No, yeah, it seemed like it was working for a second last night. You guys did see that screenshot. It was real. that in the Discord. You know, one thing I did do though was I had switched these inputs like back and forth. So give me 1 second while we try this out. Okay, here's the overhead. Still says 1080p. Oh, that's fantastic. Strange. All right. Then the only other idea that I have is, well, what if I, oops. What if I go back to my downloads and then try to pretend to reinstall it again? That's me. It's not you guys, that's me. All right, looks like we got a tie, by the way. There's about, I don't know, a minute or two left here on the poll. Brown, tactile silent, and blue clicky. Both seem to be tied at the moment. Okay, so it's telling me that it is up to date. 134. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Okay, still telling us 1920 by 1080. Should I do this? Force upgrade? This looks very alarming, the way that this is described here. Okay, let's close this out. All right. Try to force close this. Yes. All right, everything tied. Great. Great work. I guess. Does that mean I should go with the undampened? What did I change last night? I was working. You guys did see that screenshot. I was honestly gonna vote brown switches. I'm sorry. It needs to be alarming. You're writing the to the ROM on the card. If you interrupted, it could be bad. True. Gotta use all 3 switches now. What did I do? What did I do yesterday that had it working? All right, I'm gonna check this real quick here as well. And we do have that at 2160. Alrighty. Well, I guess while we wait, we could like kind of get started on the build. I mean, I do have to desolder a bunch of stuff, so. We'll pull some keycaps off, I guess. What I think is these guys right here, I'll maybe consider leaving those there. I don't know why I chose... Oh, I think I chose those specifically because I needed... The kale wouldn't work. Bitterseed's welcome. Okay, we're gonna pull some keycaps off. Waiting for this firmware to be rewritten. Oh, I'd forgotten that there was this whole thing. I was like, how do you do this more easily? It's just like that. All right, I should probably also get a desk mat. We'll use a beater mat, I guess. How's your Saturday going? It's going all right. I thought that I thought that we had resolved all of our capture card issues, and it seemed to be that way last night after stream, but it looks like something fishy's going on again. Bummer. Well, we'll see. Okay. Looks like it's done. Exit. Bring up OBS again. Let's see if anything new has happened. Properties. Configure video. Still at 1080p. Bro. Why? Auto scan? Weird. So there's apparently two different 4K pluses. I'm guessing the revision D might be the one that I have. It's the later version with the quieter fan. All right, well. Oh, it's revision A. My bad. Yeah, we very briefly had a 4K, perfect 4K recording setup last night. And something bizarre has happened since. What else could I have done? I guess I also had the USB one plugged in at the same time. I can't imagine that that would be something that would matter, though. Using the USB one until you figured out do so. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But I can show you guys what I saw. Just real quick. And send back. I mean, this might be useful for you. But check this out. This might be something interesting. Okay, so that's completely borked. All right. So I just plugged it in. Still have 1920 by 1080 there. This is the tool that I was using, or the software that I was using. It's called the USB capture utility. This is just for the USB version of this card. And so you can see that the video input is at 4K right here. And so we can see like it's the same pattern of how this looks in the input. Like it tells you the signal status, the resolution, aspect ratio, and so on. But you can see that this one was down in 4K, right? But it wasn't always. The thing, like this was also at one point locked to 1080p. Up until the point that I saw that there was this advanced tab that says Non-specialist users, please set these options carefully. And then you can see that there was a resolution tab here. And then punching in 4K, and then I guess hitting the star for the default, was what got this to where it needed to be. There's no such option here to be able to do that. And that's the part that's kind of confusing. So that is currently sticking there as 1080p. But you can see that it's also what this card is doing is really interesting, because it can take in as input, but then, like, you know, the entirety of the card, like, basically has its own setup for outputting like an upscaling for you. And I found that kind of interesting. So that's probably actually what I want it to be, BT 2020 there. Now, we were getting the 4K to work, and I had assumed here that that was because of this. At some point, it got to working, and I didn't quite know. It didn't seem like I knew what it was, but as soon as it felt like I opened this, I didn't understand what I was looking at. And then at some point I came back to this and it started saying that it was inputting at 4K. And that part was interesting. And we can also see that there was a quality difference. I think it might have been one of these. It was really late. 3:30, this was well after I finished streaming here. But you can see there at the very end, I found this to be like higher quality here than anything that I had seen from before. Oops. And then I think I started messing with the lights just to see how comparable it would be to the other footage that I had recorded from earlier. Yeah. So we were trying to just do some tests to see like the smoothness and then also see the resolution itself. And I think that we could compare it actually to what we were trying to do earlier that evening. So like right here. Doesn't look quite as clear, but the lighting setup was different, so. Okay. Yeah, man, what the heck? What did we do? Look at this. Now, there's like an input specific status tab here. Oh, this is for the USB one. Do we have that same thing here? Input specific status. Right here. I wonder if I end up trying to load one of these guys. Does anything change? No. Weird. Okay. Part of me is like, this is just like, ends up being the same thing as last night, where apparently after stream, it inexplicably fixed itself. and I misattributed it to this upgrade utility. Reload firmware after upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna give myself like 3 more minutes to play with this. And then if you haven't figured it out, I'll just do this after stream. I thought there was a chance that if everything looked good today, as it did after stream last night, we would run some more recordings, but not in this state. I think that's the main thing. If it's like this, then we'll probably pass on recordings tonight. The build is probably gonna be fast because this is actually a hot swap build. Okay, that didn't change anything. A couple of more things maybe worth trying. We could run registry editor, and then also I kind of wanted to check the what is it, the like NVIDIA stuff, because I think we also did play around with some NVIDIA stuff yesterday. Oh, that's interesting. Video filter name, video input aspect. Okay, so there's registry stuff here for stuff that you can change, but I guess there's nothing specifically for the input here. Input source. Something here called input source. Interesting. We did also download that let's see if we could find anything in the there's like an SDK, a bunch of SDK docs that we got. SDK V3. Let's look that up. It was called what? Video input source? Yo, get out of here. Get on out of here. Video input. Nope, nothing in here for it. API reference manual. Nothing there. Okay, so there's some information here on this thing called video input source array. But it doesn't give you any like legitimate examples of what these values are actually supposed to mean. as far as I can tell. Like, I wonder if I just start changing this, what would actually happen. Weird, man. What did we do, man? Oh, I think the Pro Capture is... I see. So this GPU, the Pro Capture has to do with like the out that's going into the streaming PC. So this is actually not anything useful. I think that was what was confusing me a little bit about that last night. So the that Pro Capture is different from this Pro Capture. They just both happen to be named Pro Capture, which is admittedly quite a bit confusing. Admittedly. One thing that might have been helpful is if we were able to go back to the VOD yesterday and then see if we could find any information on what the firmware version was before I ran all of that. We probably can, now that I think about it. Did I close a bunch of stuff? What if I close everything? Alright, closing it did not trigger this to go into 4K mode. Try this again here. Damn, bro. All right. This seems like an after stream thing to figure out. Again. I'm gonna guess we want to throw it into full for both of these. But again, besides the point, I think. Whoa, I just threw that back. Okay, put that back there. Yo, what the? There we go. Oh, there's a low latency mode. That would probably help with the latency. Okay, I'll figure this out later. Yo, oh. That's interesting. Oh. Okay. So that's an interesting one. Okay, before I end this, it seems like the device default is to not upscale. See that? So like you'll have that option if you go to custom, but the default on the device is to do that. Interesting. So what we need to do is guarantee that the device default is taking in the 4K signal properly. And I think that that's like just kind of the move that we would have to make. This is probably a good point or a good checkpoint for it. I'll figure this out after. I'll stop torturing you guys with all this. All right, back to it. We're gonna desolder this and get all these switches out so we can put them into the Aksara. A little bit of history with what's going on here. How do I put this? Also, it might be worthwhile if I clarify what my goals are here. So, and I'm not sure if I'd made this clear earlier, but I think there's kind of like an ideal state where, oh, Taylor, thank you for the follow. There's an ideal state where, like, of all the boards in my collection, I think, nice BMAC, yeah. Sleepy Dat, thanks for the follow as well. Yeah, so we're gonna desolder all these switches, but as I was saying, I have a bunch of boards in my collection. And I think that there is this notion I have in my head that I want to get all the boards, every single individual board, and all of their additional assemblies, because I have multiple plates and PCBs, to get to where I want them to be. And I think that's been what my goal has been ever since, I don't know, ever since from the beginning, but especially like in sort of this big push that I've been doing starting in January, where it's just like, just knock them out, get them to where you think they want to be, like you want them to be. This is kind of like what I've been telling myself here. And so we worked on this BMEC last at a point where we were trying to do something funny. We're trying to get, I think, the Zeal clickies into this build, but it turned out that I think I made the cutouts a little too tight on this custom plate. So we pivoted real fast to get another switch that I had already completed here into this board so we could complete the build during that stream. We ended up getting the Zeal clickies into the brass plate build. And I think now the goal here is to move this into where I want it to be, which is the Aksara. So again, like part of that whole situation of just getting this to an ideal state. The Aksara, meanwhile, like one of the first builds we did in it was mostly untuned. I want to say like half-tuned cherry brown switches that were worked in by R&D KBD. And I thought it was really bad because I think I just needed to tune them. And I was like, okay, well, what if we don't tune them? And I didn't like it. It just didn't work for me. And then we ended up doing a couple of iterations of linear builds in the Aksara, which is what we're going to do we're building tonight. But in the second PCB, I want to go back to using like this sort of light tactile switch. And I think the easiest way is just to get the Corsa switches out of this and then put them into the Aksara. So that's the situation. I'm not sure if I've made that any clearer. How's the anode? Let's we could take a look. Where did I put it here? I like it. I mean, it's good. I don't know if I can say much more of that. It's not bad. It's good. I think overall the build itself I really quite like, or like just the design of the case in its entirety. So one of the things about this is like the SE, I guess the Aksara SE. Oh, I pulled out a What? Oh, here it is. It popped off. I got so confused. These Kiporas, their stems are really tight sometimes. I was like, what? Anyways, the design of the Aksara SE, I really quite like. It's got the Toblerone, the Jane style Toblerone stainless steel, polished stainless steel weight. I think that's just like, I don't know, I just really like it. So, and I know that not all the Aksaras were sort of like this. I think this is just kind of like a special edition, like an early FNF or something. I will say the ano, like when I look really closely, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There's little bits and pieces. I don't know if like maybe I or the person I bought this from might have chipped it just a tiny bit down here near this this screw hole. But outside of that, it seems fine. And it's, any possible inconsistencies you might see is probably just my sweaty palms, to be perfectly honest. I could wipe this down and then see that like it's pretty good. So it's a nice board that we're gonna change tonight. So let me get that keycap back on there. This Artisan, it's a whole funny thing. A little bit disappointed, guys. We're struggling so much last night with the capture card. Thought I fixed it after stream. You look at it again today. It broke itself again. Or I broke it. One of those two. Put this one away as well. Is that GMK white on blue on the mods? Or it's classic blue, but is GMK classic blue on the mods and then GMK deep navy in the alphas? But a couple of these keys, these two Windows keys and this GMK key, were taken from this 2016 group buy called GMK. It was just called white blue. It was basically classic blue before classic blue, and it was run by LZ. Way back. So I stole that from there, and it's the same color match. It's like their standard blue. I forgot the color code, but yeah. Okay. Back to it. So the idea here is we're gonna desolder all these switches, but we keep these blocker. We're gonna keep these blocker keys here. These are part of it. Like these are also Corsa switches, but we use the PMK blockers, just as they basically replace stems, and we'll just leave them there. It's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab this. I'm gonna grab the desolder gun here. Turn this on. We're gonna open a window. It's getting warm in here and good to air this out. Whoa. There's a lot of solder in there, I guess. Alrighty. Let's get right to it. We had, recently had some desolder gun issues. We found out skill issue. Where I didn't plug the hose all the way into the station. Alright. Moving into it. I'll start from the top here. I don't know why I started not even on an end row. Another funny thing about this build, it's hot swap. So it's not going to be really super particularly challenging. But we still need to put together some stabilizers. I think the previous build may have used Durock. So I might go with TX. And then that might end up being the last of my TX that I have on hand. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I've been like doing a little bit of going back to this overhead cam, and honestly, I've kind of missed it a little. So I'm cool with showing it. Comes and goes, right? It's in phases. I feel like I need to like spin this real quick. The sponge. Damn, this is like extra smoky tonight. Ugh, there's so much. I haven't like opened this 599B in a really long time. It's kind of gross. I might need to wash my hands, shit. Fuck, I feel unsafe. Probably should have worn a mask while doing that. Okay, I gotta wash my hands. Alright, I am back. D's. And you're welcome. think I need to clean this. Yeah, we do. I had to sit and think about that for a while. Is it time to do some cleaning? And I realized, yes, it is. Okie doke. These nuts. Oh, I realize, it's not a standard HHKB. So there's like kind of like more switches on this. Forgot about that. Oh, what the heck? I didn't solder this bottom one here. I mean, I guess it's been fine. It's just kind of weird. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've done 20. I'm gonna do a couple more here. Ah, Jesus. That was fucking hot. Alright, another round of cleaning here. I feel like we listened to this mix recently already. Shit. Hard to tell. Okay, we're going Jesus. Mediocrity, welcome. Oh shit, sorry. I was looking for the switches that we were gonna use in this build, and then I put that in the build notes, and I realized I haven't updated it since I found the switches. So let me go and update that. Mediocrity, welcome. Operation Mecha, welcome back. Make scene 666 triple. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna fix this build command here. We got a Aksara plate TBD because we have a couple. Corsa switches. I think that I believe I spring swapped these, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I guess we'll find out. I think I listed them as not being spring swapped, but I feel like that's not true. Because Corsa switches, if I recall correctly, had like pretty light springs, I think. Am I right? 60-gram gold-plated slow springs. Okay, so maybe I might have kept it the same. Maybe. And then what key set are we going to use today? Oh, Cadet. Alright, build command should be up to date now. D's, you want a D's command? These nuts. Well, okay, I got a question for you guys. When was the first time you'd ever heard anything related to these nuts? Can you pinpoint like a year? Okay, I think that's all of them, so I'm gonna start pulling these out. 2016 to 2017. Ah. You know, I think I heard it really young. Like, I think I heard it like as far back as like what was probably like 2002. I had a cousin who had come over. He was like a lot older. And he was playing NBA Street, and then I think he like filled out his name as D's. And then we were like, what is D's? And none of us were ever the same. It was NBA Street Volume 1. I was reading something about Bank of America, and apparently it's abbreviated BOFA. It's supposed to be pronounced B of A, but all I could think was both of these nuts. I also heard in college someone like call it BOFA, like, but seemingly unaware of the joke at the time. What American accent is D equals TH? Oh. Shit. So this palm plate is super tight, so it's gonna we're gonna have some issues with it. I don't know. Like I don't know, some people say it. It's weird. It's hard to like I guess pinpoint where accents really come from, especially like as someone who has been in California, because everyone kind of just sounds regular, like here, you know. I remember I was talking to someone who was not from California, who said like, oh yeah, there's like, you know, kind of different state or like regional accents, and we were trying to figure out, okay, what's different about California, and this person said it was like not really an accent thing, but maybe a behavioral thing, where they mentioned people from California, they don't really interrupt each other as frequently. I don't know if that's like true, but that's like less of an accent thing. Good lord. Everything, it's so tight. I wonder. Shit. Zombie Man 762. Thanks for the follow. I grew up in Cali, but joined the military and moved away. So many people have asked me where I'm from because of my accent. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Fuck, these are all, damn, these are just so tight. I think I was using, maybe it's informal English, not an accent, my bad. I would guess so. It's more like, you know, yeah, I guess that's what we'd say. I'm California, but Metallica is, and I discovered back in 1984, and I think it was the Metal Massacre LP or tape where we used to do tape trading. I mean, maybe it's because I don't spend a whole lot of time outside of California that I would say that, well, everyone to me sounds pretty normal, right? I came across this video of... Shit, what was it? Um, it was like a group of guys. I found this video. It was a group of these guys who I think were from like Baltimore, and this one guy, like, he was reading something, and then he said, like, hey, anyone from what I guess is Baltimore, can you guys read this? And then the guy read this sentence, and every syllable sounded exactly the same. And there were a bunch of people in these comments just saying, like, holy shit. Because the video was funny because the one singular guy, like, kind of had, like, a light bulb moment, like, holy shit, do we really talk like this? And he was showing all his friends. Have you guys seen this video? He was showing all his friends, and all his friends are like, what's the problem with this? We're all saying it right. And then the first guy was just like, no, dude, this is not how we're supposed to talk. And then there was a bunch of people in these comments who were just like, yeah, no, like, I've grown up, like, you know, or like, you know, I've been raised to think that, like, my name is, like, pronounced a different way. Like, I respond to my name, you know, in a way that kind of isn't how you pronounce these words or names, you know? My cousins in California think I have a Texan accent, but I guess it's not as pronounced for me to notice, because I definitely notice when I hear a heavy Texan accent. TH sound is among the hardest to... Oh, did I miss this? Hardest sounds to pronounce for non-natives. Depends on the non-native language. Spanish has, and from some regions have the TH sound. Icelandic and Greek, I think, have it too. I do know the one thing I distinctly remember from you know, learning Spanish in high school, which if you're in California specifically, but also I guess in a lot of places, whenever you say I took Spanish in high school, it basically means nothing, because everyone who takes Spanish in high school forgets it. It's like saying the sky is blue. But the one thing I do remember from Spanish in high school is one of the years I had a teacher who was explaining that, like, Spanish in Spain is spoken a little bit differently because there's almost like a lisp for, like, S sounds. So I do remember that part. My wife grew up in Ontario, Canada, has no accent that would tip you off. Hers is a blend of Canada and what I guess is Montana or Missouri. Both places we lived in since 1988. Sounds like my friends up north, they said to me everyone takes French until grade 8, and by grade 12 they forget 90% of it. Missouri, yeah, Missouri, okay. Okay, all right, well, we got all the Corsa switches out. So let's carry on. Where did this come from? Oh, this came from here. Alrighty. Chicago, New Jersey, a bunch of New York areas have regional accents where TH becomes D. E.g., them equals them, those equal those. True. Okay, real quick. Okay, one of the reasons why I bring up the Spanish thing, or one of the things that I recall is that, I don't know if you guys listen to Rosalia, but I went to go see, like, I've known a little bit about Rosalia. You know, I've listened to some of her stuff, but a friend of mine who's from El Salvador wanted to go see Rosalia, and he had an extra ticket, and then he asked me if I wanted to go. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And I get there, you know, and we're listening to it, and then, you know how some acts, they, like, talk between songs and stuff like that. And she speaks a little English, so she tries, you know, she's not like the perfect, you know, she doesn't have perfect English, but to appease, I guess, the fans who might only speak English, she speaks English, but a lot of other times she was speaking in Spanish. And then I heard the lisp, and I was like, is she from Spain? So I rush home, and then I look it up, and I'm like, oh, she's from Spain. It's like, hey, I know these things. Clexus, by the way, welcome. All right, so I kind of want to run a poll for which plate to run. I think one of them is POM and the other one is polypropylene. But before I run the poll, I think it's probably worthwhile to find out, hey, do these switches fit? like the cutouts, because I've had situations where, as flexy as these plates may be, these plates might still end up being a little too tight depending on how they're cut and depending on what the switch is. So I'm just testing this right now, and things seem to fit just fine in this, what I imagine is a propylene plate. This one right here is Palm. We haven't used this one before. This one also seems to work. We did Palm last night on this guy, but I'm just punching these in random ones, and I think these should generally both be fine. So we'll run this poll. I'm leaning towards polypropylene because we did Palm yesterday, but it's up to you guys to decide. By the way, where do you get your plates cut? So I didn't get these plates cut. These actually, I bought these from the guy I bought the board from. He had basically 3.5 plates. One plate doesn't work, but he sold me 3 plates, and then he threw in the fourth one with the 2 PCBs. So I didn't get these plates cut, but in general, when you're asking me where I get my plates cut, I usually get them done through Pinoco at this point now. I've been getting plates cut from Pinoco for like 2 years now. Which plate for Aksara? Polypropylene, propylene, or Palm? All right, let's do a 2-minute poll. Poll is up. Get your votes in. All right, and then we were able to get all these things out, so I'm going to clean this guy out and then put this away here. I have to let it heat up first, so. There we go. Almost done. Okie doke. And then what I need to do is I'm gonna shut this off, but before we like put it away, I'm gonna grab some solder. We're gonna cover the tip. And I realized maybe I should have just soldered in that last little bit, but whatever. All right, so as it's cooling down, try to cover this up. Perfect. That is actually perfect. I'll get this window closed in just a second after we let this sort of air out. Okay. Plus 1 polypropylene since I missed the poll. Okay. Alright, well, polypropylene is 1, so we're going to run it. But we also need to do some stabilizers. So this is it's a hot swap PCB. You know, one thing is I never tested it. I guess we should test this. Watch, it doesn't work. You guys know how to test a hot swap PCB? I always kind of forget. Let me pull up via via. So I have both of my machines up, And now I'm realizing something we're going to need to figure out is how to get VIA to work super properly here in this case. There we go. Okay, so I've never messed with this, but fortunately this looks like you know, it's the right layout here. So we'll address this. Split left shift, no. Okay, cool. Let's clean this up. Left control. Right, oh, we want to flip this. Left win, left alt, right win. Baby dog, welcome. Speaking of PCBs, what eventually happened to that Topre PCB a while ago? Was it the Falcon one? We basically got the Falcon Topre, the Falcon EC PCB good. There was like a couple of hitches. There was one hitch with the PCB remaining, which is that like you can't just jam on it really fast, just like if you're, for example, testing flex or just testing that everything works. When you do this, you get hangups. But no one practically types like this. I don't know, like no one, I don't type like 200, 250 words per minute. So, you know, if you're going at a regular-ish pace, you know, under 160, you should be fine. But the other issue not related to the PCB is that like I just can't get the spacebar stabilizer right. Like it always ticks after a day. So interesting. The port is attached directly to the PCB with no daughter board. Yeah. So the Aksara does have an attached PCB for this guy. I think my impression generally is that like this seems to kind of be accepted. Like an accepted route to go in for a lot of top mounts is to have like connectors. This is it's a top mount board. Connectors directly soldered onto the PCB. So anyways, all right, let's take a look here. Whether you agree with that, I'm not one to agree or disagree with it, but it seems like it's the case that I find a lot of connector PCBs that can get readily used for top mounts. Okay, caps lock. What the heck happened here? Left to right. Nothing there. Nothing there. Home page up. End page down. / plus minus. And then media keys. I think that's everything. Okie doke. I think the key here is you just touch these guys over here. Is that how this works? Yeah. I guess you don't really need to test the PCB for hot swap, right? Because you just put the switches in, and then you'll just kind of know. This is really precautionary, now that I think about it. It's like I want to know if it's broken in advance of me putting all the switches in. I had a controller for a few years ago that would disagree. It had a broken socket, so why not test? True. I mean, like, what I just figured is that, like, if it had a broken socket, I'll test one switch, and if it doesn't work, I'll test another switch, And if it's still broken, well, that was our test. You know? Oh, I missed one here. Okay, that's fine. I don't know, this is a stupid thing, but yeah, it's fine. We'll test. It's okay. Fair enough. All right, seems good. Okay, let me quickly check on the board. I don't remember if I used Durock or TX, but whatever it is, we're gonna use the other one because I don't have very many TX left. Damn, what's the best way? Ah, okay, this is Durock. So we're gonna run TX on this, and then that'll be my last TX until I restock. Or actually, that'll be my last TX 1.6. I have a bunch of 1.2s, so maybe I could fill out the next several build streams with 1.2 PCB builds. So it'd be like the Polaris and the Falcon. I bought a GMK Pro. The volume went down, turning the knob both directions. Turn it left, volume went down. Turn it right, volume went down. Faulty PCB. Oh no. Arigato Roboto, welcome. Mediocrity, can you ask for a replacement PCB if you already mounted switches? I'm pretty sure, or I'm sure people do that so they could ask for a replacement if things go wrong. I mean, I bought the second hand already, so it's like, you know, we're kind of a little further away from it, so. How we doing this fine day? How we doing? Oh shit. Oh, I guess we might have to go with Durock. I only have 2 of these left in here. I could like mismatch. I have like 1 white left and then 2 cobalts left. But I guess we're just gonna use Durock. Oh man. Oh wait, hold up. I have Owl Lab, I think. I have Owl Lab, I have Gateron, but I don't think I have enough Gateron. Alright, so I've stolen a bunch of these 2U wires from ones that we've, like, you know, didn't use because we replaced them with 7Us for TX. So we could go with those. And I guess I'll also use black. Dang, it's been a really long time since we've done a Durock build, I feel like. And we're only doing it out of necessity. We're good. We're real good. Thanks for the contribution, by the way. Arigato Roboto. Maybe I should use these gold ones. I'll use gold. I'll use gold instead of black. And I guess we're doing Durock for the Sidewinder too. EDZ, which we'll definitely need. Oh shit. We'll still need that because I need screws and washers and stuff. I guess you don't need washers. I don't know, I'll still use them. I don't need these right away. You guys hungry? I'm a little hungry. I think I say that every time, every stream. I'm a little hungry. Oh, micro applicator. Just had some apple pie egg rolls. What? That sounds like a Costco thing. Unless you made them. Did you make them from scratch? Or have a friend make them from scratch? Literally said the exact same thing last stream. I gotta get those, I gotta get an apple fritter. I'm gonna go grab some donuts. Get me an apple fritter. Apple pie egg rolls. Bruh. Caramel sauce. My mom made some blueberry egg rolls a while back, and I know exactly what you mean. Oh, man. Hold on real quick. I'm going to plug this back in. I need a board. I'm still trying to think, man, how did I get that 4K to work last night, man? I don't even know. Not even sure how I did that. Struggling with the 4K all last night. Turned off stream. Somehow it fixed itself. And now it's broken again. And I just gotta think. I did something here. I don't know what it was, but I did do something. I was semi-AFK. What was the issue? That's the thing. I don't know. See, now, what happened was last night we ended stream before I figured it out. And I was still looking at it for like an hour. And I felt like I was trying to read a bunch of things. I was clicking a bunch of things. And at some point it started working. So then I attributed it to like using this like firmware checker / installer. And I thought that like everything was good. Fast forward to the start of today's stream, and I was like trying to explain this whole story. Then we opened it back up, and it's like back to the I don't know if you want to call it broken, but the bad state, where it's like it's not, the input signal is not being read as 4K again. I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening, but it was working for a brief period last night. Kind of weird. So it works off stream. I don't know if it's the fact that I turned off stream. I don't think that's what it was. But I must have done something. Something must have happened. Replicate it again tonight when you're finished. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'll get off stream. I'll mess with it and not have to put all of you guys through the torture of watching me troubleshoot something that clearly no one else has ever touched. And then we'll try to figure it out from there. Man, what did I do? The worst part about all of that was that, like, because I seemed to have fixed it off stream, it's like there was no recording for it. I can't go back and then see what I did. Because we literally went off stream. It's stupid. You have such an intricate setup. It's unbelievable, man. It could be crazier, but I'm not gonna make it crazier than this. At least not now. So much trouble. Most of my streams are troubleshooting. It's more of that than keyboards, honestly. All right. The quality is great, though. I appreciate it. We're working at it, though. You might think it's great. I'm trying to make it better. You know, it could be better. Let's hope these 2 U's work. Oh, yeah. I haven't used one of these in a while. Remember these? The power of Durock. I pretty much only use TX and Cherry clip-ins, but I never minded Durock, honestly. Durock's not bad. I think it's just that, like, you could tell that, like, it's going to be a little bit looser, so there's a little bit more care to be had. And more opportunities for me to just say, like, I'm just going to plug it in advance rather than, like, wait till the ticking comes. Like, we'll just do it, like, now rather than later. Because I think it's, like, it'll be, like, a little bit looser is how I've always thought of Durock. But I do like this rather than this. You guys know what I mean? Some of you guys might know. Huh? Argon Arvada, I guess you might not have been here when we've done these stupid explanations, but I'll show you in a second. Over or under, just like toilet paper. Okay, so check this out. I don't have any TX in front of me. Huh. Okay, well, I'll try to show it. So, Durock V2, very specifically, and I think like Gateron and maybe Owlab, I forget. Sorry. Where the wire clips in, just get the focus right. Come on. Where the wire clips in, the hook is like, it's like a U shape. Whereas like Cherry Clip-In, Durock V1, TX, and I don't know, I want to say C3, instead of it being like a U, it's more like a C. So like you push it in rather than like pull it over and push it down. So that's why like I always call this as a U, like this versus this. Now, is this 100% better than this? No. Because I know that people have gotten, people out there have had issues where, wires can pop out of Durock. But like what I would say is that Durock V2s with this shape are better than like C3s with this shape. And I would argue also better than cherry clip-ins with this shape. In terms of holding or keeping the wire in place. 500%, this is way better. The thing is, there's there's a scale. Like it's a spectrum, because whether it's this or this, all these different stabilizers seem to like have like they're on a scale of like tightness, because TX is really really tight and it's like this. I think Gateron, and I'm not sure about Alabs, but I think Gateron for sure is like this, and it's even tighter than Durock V2. So yeah, I've literally never popped the stabilizer wire out. Then that's good. Like I haven't in a long while either. But there was definitely a point where I was doing that. So yeah. There was a point like when I would, because I think for me maybe a big thing about it is that like I built these boards once, and then like I use them for a couple days before I move on to the next one. On top of that, like I think it happens more frequently the more often you change your keycaps. Whereas for me, it's like I have a lot of keycaps in addition to all these keyboards, so the key sets just kind of stay on one board for the most part. Like I'll switch it out every now and then, but maybe not as frequently as some people do, not as frequently as I used to. But yeah, I want to see Durock intro stabilizer design where we don't have to desolder the modifier / spacebar switches if we want to swap out stabilizers. I think, in my opinion, where I think it would be easier is if your plate files, like your plates accommodated for it better. Because I think there's like, I think there's a mode board that like has really, really nice plates that'll allow you to, like swap out your stabilizers. I think it's more about the plate and how the construction is of the board as a whole rather than a stabilizer design, I think. Have you tried the Wuche stabilizers that mount the wire from underneath? I have not. Yeah, I have not. I think I saw it once on a stream, but I'm not sure if I remembered a whole lot about that. I remove my spacebar evenly from each side. I do too, at this point. I do too. Literally just needs a cutoff for the wire, yeah. GMK's new QMX stabilizers also have the wire mount underneath, so the wire pop won't be possible. I just take off each cap on either side, pull it off by hand. I have way more keycaps than I do keyboards. I also have way more switches than I have boards for switches. Yeah. Okay. All right, the easy one, the 7U. I might get a donut really, really late tonight. Because if I go too early, it's, I don't know. The line's going to be long because everyone's like bar hopping, you know? So if I'm up really late, I'll get a donut. Because once you use a plate / PCB combo and solder switches your bone, if you want to swap out stabilizers, you have to desolder every switch in order to remove stabilizers because you also have to take the plate, right? Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that like, well, you don't have such a problem if you have a plateless build. The crazy benefit of plateless. Windex was a board that specifically advertised plate cutouts for the easy stabilizer. Okay, I might have confused Windex with Mode, putting it in one of their boards. Hard to keep up with all these non-HHKB boards, you know? Kind of hard. The F? Ah, shit, did I put this in backwards? No, I didn't. Okay, I think we're good. Alrighty. The world of screw-ins. I need to get some screws. I left them in the bin. The F? There we go. Mode 80 had stabilizer cutouts big enough to pull out the stabilizer without taking apart the keyboard. Okay, so maybe both. There were structural issues with it though. They omitted cutouts in R2. I see. Okay, here's some screws and then the paper washers. Where are those little guys? Too many screws. How did I used to do this? Put the little paper washer in there. Put this in like upside down-ish, sideways-ish. Then kind of flip, god damn it, flip this. Screw it in like this. I think this was what I liked least about screw-in stabilizers, is that you have to screw them in. Like I like the ease of mind I have of screw-in stabilizers, but the actual process of screwing them in is a little annoying. Now here's the thing about paper washers. How come Durock or vendors didn't offer more colors of paper washers? I know there's like clear ones and then there are these red ones, but how come we never got like a green? Were there any stabilizers that offer green paper washers? Oh, I remember there was some stupid one where something out there included like a metal washer, right? Some stupid stabilizer. Was it glorious? It was a fun board to build, but honestly it didn't stay on my desk long. It wasn't a bad board. I just found others that I liked better. Mode 80. They just source them from other manufacturers, and I think the red cardboard ones are the most ubiquitous and cheapest. I see. Damn, I'm just getting BDZ everywhere. What the fuck? Where's all this BDZ coming from? I'm gonna try to like it as much as I can. Got the first edition, not the Founders Edition, with the mirror rose pink bottom, still kind of salty. I get it though, man. I still like kind of wish that I got in on a R0 round 0 moment. The round 1 or like the round 1 moment, there's some cool colors. The purple and the blue for sure are super sick. But that silver, friends and family or whatever, are R0. Oh, with the polished stainless steel, man. Oh, man. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, so I think that's it for the stabilizers. Now we have the misfortune of putting together a hot swap build. The great misfortune of hot swap. All right. Got the new Mode 80 original. Might be different as it's only stack mount. All right, plate forks. Oh, we need to do a spacebar spring, but we can do that anytime, really, I think. At least you know this hot swap PCB doesn't have a dead diode like the Tetrix. I guess, but hot swap, I still hate hot swap. I hate how these sockets are so damn tight. Always so damn tight. Or, I don't know. I hate how it's possibly also switches that probably make those legs like bigger, you know? And then like, you know, you just never know. And I'm just like, well, still, it wouldn't be a problem if this wasn't hot swap. First edition was right after the Founders Edition. Raffle was ran maybe back in 2020. Damn, that's crazy. 2020 was 3 years ago. Can y'all believe that? Oh, I think this is gonna be a little weird with the space bar, possibly, because there's no like bottom. I don't know if you guys could see this. There's no bottom thing for this to hook onto, so hopefully this will be okay. We make no guarantees, because I think someone in chat was complaining about this situation where there's like no bottom. And what ends up happening with switches like this in hot swap. What might have been a little bit more appropriate, I know that FR4 can be a little bit more firm than these like sort of plastic plates if we use the FR4 plate on this hot swap. But oh well. We'll find out. You know, maybe that'll be a future thing, is just to swap this. Swap hot swap with solder. Alright, let me try pulling one of these out. Alright, not too bad, actually. Maybe these legs are okay for this hot swap PCB, and maybe I won't hate this so bad. Maybe. It'll be fine as long as it has the 3 other sides. The concern is stability, and I think 3 sides should keep it from wobbling. I think also the 5th pin, or like the 4th and 5th pins on the switches, probably also going to be somewhat helpful. Get in there. There's like a bunch of random switches that the sockets are upside down. So it's like, I think escape 1, 2, 7 because of the center connector. Let me see if there are any others. I think those might be it. Oh, a Z. Z weirdly is also upside down. Also, the stabilized key should help too. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's still not even midnight yet. I still have OBS in front of me, and it's still 1080p. I don't know if time changed anything yesterday. Doubtful, but I assume the switches are top left upside down to make space for the USB connector. It's the middle one. I don't know why these are. Oh, wait a second. Is there a... There's a bunch of crazy edge cuts on this. I have actually never known whether or not there was a gummy O-ring compatibility with this, but I don't just have extra gummy O-rings. Is kind of my problem. We could open up the board and find out. There's also a chance that this PCB was just used for multiple different boards though, even though it's not standard because of the connector, but I wonder. Gets me to thinking. Okay. Some of the switch inversions seem really random for sure. Well, these are inverted. This one's inverted right here because of the connector. These are inverted because, I don't know, there's some components. Oh, it looks like there's an opportunity for you to actually use this as a top left connector PCB. That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, like it actually has the pads for it. That's right, Glexus. So you can. Why the Z? Oh, the Z has one because that's where the chip is. A little weird. That's a weird move, but all right. I'm not tripping. Has pads for a reset button and a connector, JST connector as well. Yeah, I see that one. Where is the reset button? Pads. Oh, it looks like there's also a bunch of pads here for underglow. Tons of space by the space bar for a chip, and instead they flip Z. Oh, is it one of these? Spare diode. Wait, these are spare diodes or space diodes? Are they just extra diodes they just put on here? I guess this is the reset button, and then these are LEDs. Got it. Okay, well that's that. We want to change a spacebar switch though. Well, I don't think any of these are, have that done as of yet because we were running this in the BMEC with no heavy spacebar key. So let's figure this out here. 75. I guess that's all we need. Other PCBs have spare diodes in case one goes bad. Is that common? I don't think I'd seen that before. That's actually something I wish more PCBs... Wait, this is actually a common thing? I didn't know. Oh, sometimes they give you spare diodes to transplant. Interesting. I mean... I guess. Like, for me, I'm just like, well, I just happen to have a bunch of extra diodes. So, like, I guess it matters a little bit less for me, but I guess that's not all. That part of it's not common. People don't just typically have extra diodes. Used to be more common, less so now. More with hot swap everywhere. I see. Not common, but really nice feature I've seen on 1 or 2 PCBs. Okay. Heavily 205 hour springs, especially in the space bar position. Seems good. We're gonna mark this up. I guess let's use silver. Just trying to align this film okay. Try silver. Let's see how well silver adheres to this. At least not this this silver Sharpie. I don't know if that's bad. Struggling here. Kind of showed up, but maybe we'll do. There's a little bit of silver on there, but we'll also throw in some black too. Okay. Cool. I also keep all my Bork PCBs so I could salvage parts. Ah, that's smart. That's actually pretty smart. But also, you probably have way more Bork PCBs than the rest of it. You mentioned something about like all the crazy like static stuff that happens out there, right? Oh shit, I just forgot a switch here on the shift. just forgot. All right. Should be good now, and then we can go back here. I have 1 or 2. I have 2 PCBs that died to ESD. Yeah, I see. All right, we're good. Okay, so let me tidy up here. I want to get rid of this this desk mat. I haven't actually tried the space bar yet, or like the stabilized key. But if it's bad, we'll just inject some lube into it anyways. I haven't used this one in a while. This is the desk mat that makes me feel cultured. Oh, I just put away the screwdriver, didn't I? Who is that? Sally Welly, thanks for the follow. I always do this in the wrong order. We want to pull off the Toblerone weight first. Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? we go. Put that away. So many different screws here. So it looks like I'm trying to figure it out. Is there really an opportunity here for O-ring? Oh, there's one more. I missed that center one here at the top. Okay, so the rounded ones are plate screws. The, I forget, countersunk ones are for the case. All right, real quick, I gotta check this out. There are these things there. It almost seems like there's an opportunity for it, but it's a little weird. I don't actually know, because it's like really not deep enough. I think it's more just there. I don't have an answer. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I do not know the answer. I don't know enough of these gummy O-ring mount boards to know. Okay, so this is the old build that we're replacing here. So I guess we'll throw it into this ESD bag. But Sally Welly, what's going on? Hope you're having a good evening. I'm just working on this second build on the Aksara. All right, polypropylene Corsa switches. Hot swap. If anyone wants to see the inside again, this is what it looks like. It's got a bunch of dots in it. Pretty nice. Anyways, wait a second. Did I do this right? Looks like V2 CE weight dots. I think it's funny because it's like the Aksara kind of... Oh shit. What the H? You know what I need to do? What combo was the old build? It was, fuck. I don't know. What did I build this with last? Let's find out. Ah, shit. Okay. Hold on. Bro. Oh my god, I can't find out right now. I am without a setup that makes a whole lot of sense. Alright, I need to loosen this up here because what I think I need to do is kind of shift this downwards a little bit so that there's like a little better clearance for the USB port. I think that's what I need to do. And that's a little weird finicky thing about this build that let's try this again. Yeah, and then it just perfect. You need to do a very weird thing there. But yeah, between that and the Toblerone weight, it's like, you know, there's... It's an interesting board. I like it. I feel like there is kind of no comparable Jane for 60%. And this kind of approached that. Maybe that was kind of just like the idea is just make a baby Jane. I don't know. I was not, like, I'm not privy to any information about this board, like, at all. Oh, one thing you could do, exclamation YouTube. I have a type test for that previous build. I just don't even remember what was in it at this point. I have a type test. I've been trying to do these type test recordings. Having so many issues. It's only normal for you not to remember. And we just did this like last month. Like dusty. There's dust near the feet. Oh. It's like we don't remember what we ate today. Hardly remember. Oh, okay. I got a question for you guys. What's the weirdest thing that you guys like to eat or slash regularly eat? You have any like weird food combos? You guys have any? Because I think I have one that's a little bit weird. Like a little bit. Let me know while I go grab Cadet. I liked balut when I was a kid. Now I can only comfortably eat the yellow part. I've never had balut. Never once. Alright, so we're doing classic Cadet here. R2. Sounds good to me. I'm trying to remember if I had like were there other mods for this and do I own them? I don't remember. No, there are icon mods. Oh yeah. I have this icon mod kit. Should I run it? So I eat toast, right? So like you know, just it's toast. You know, like I put like butter and jelly on it, right? But I do a little something weird. I also throw in a slice of cheese. It's like butter, cheese, and jelly. There used to be this kind of like, you know, expensive San Francisco expensive, you know, lunch place that you would order grilled cheese and they give you something like that. Whereas this, like, it wasn't really a grilled cheese. It's more of a cheese sandwich that was like a really nice toasted, like, I don't know, baguette with some like pretty farm fresh jam. I think there was like cheese and there, I think if I'm recalling correctly, there might have been like apples in it or something. It's been a long while. I think that place closed down. But ever since then, it's like whenever I make myself some toast, I throw in a slice of cheese in there. Honestly, would give it a try. Center this, it's not even centered. It's pretty good. Honestly, sorry, I'm boring. My latest obsession is just bagels and flavored cream cheese. Oh man, I remember back in middle school, me and Andy. Oh man, we would I think there was a point where he got me crazy obsessed with bagels. Just like, you know, like the, what was it, the cheap, I don't know, what is it, like Sara Lee or whatever bagels? And then just like, you know, Philadelphia cream cheese. And like, I don't know, I remember in middle school, we just like smash on them. Oh my goodness. B-Boys in with the big old raid. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Howdy, howdy. What were you up to today, B-Boys then? Welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before. Let me drop you a follow. Fuck. Okay, I need to... Alright, there's a whole bunch of crap I need to do in order to get this right. But we're gonna get this right. Playing Hogwarts? Right on. Right on. How'd you find me? Are you a keyboard streamer typically? Gotta catch on keyboards. Okay, right on. Right on. Let me give you a follow here. Alrighty. Alright, let's catch up on some of these messages. Vanilla ice cream and chili oil is my thing. Ah, I feel like I've seen that combo. I haven't tried it yet, though. Cheesy Mite is a pretty common combo in Australia. Vegemite and cheese. Ah. Growing up in a Jewish house, I've been that way since I was a small kid. I see. How's the Aksara? It's good. I mean, it's a simple, relatively simple build because, you know, I had an extra hot swap PCB. So we're just putting it all together here. Never used Classic Cadet before. Was hoping that it would look pretty good, and I don't know. What do you guys think? Classic Cadet on Navy? How do you guys feel about it? He's now my Silver Spring. I see, I see. Okay, remember we did this on one of our IG stories. I just about lost my mind. See. Okay, so here's the funny thing. I think Cadet never came with a function key. So it's between hyper and meta, and I'm thinking about hyper. I don't normally like words full, like that's a 5-letter word. Ah, maybe meta. What do you guys think? Pretty nice. We'll keep the hyper in this bag and we'll consider changing it. Looks clean? Yeah. Hey, by the way, shouts out to B-Boys in. Shouts out to everyone who stuck around for the end of the stream. Made their way here. Great same principle as peanut butter and jelly, almost something salty / savory to go with the sweet. Oh. I never looked at it like that. Like, I've known about the combo, never tried it, but I've never thought about it that way. Because we were talking about like weird food combos that you might like. And so I was talking about how you know, when I make toast with like butter and jelly, I throw in a slice of cheese in there too. I stole the idea from a pardon? Yeah, no, I stole the idea from, it was like this, you know, San Francisco expensive, like farm fresh soup slash salad slash sandwich place. What kind of cheese is the question? Whatever sliced cheese I have, to be honest. So like, I think I don't know. Last month I was doing it with like Munster. I've done it with Swiss, you know, cheddar, you know, mild or sharp cheddar. But lately, like, I've been putting in Havarti. Exciting. Hey, you're like, you guys gotta try it. It's pretty good. You need to try the pepper. Oh, I think so. I think in the past, like this sandwich place I used to go to, like they did it with pepper jack. Yeah. Cancelled. I don't even know what she got. McDonald's ice cream, I think. It had to be something that tastes like it because they had good vanilla. Alright. I'm going to continue cleaning this this space up here. We got to run a prediction, don't we? This is our all palm build from yesterday. Fully. Oh shit, that was some BDZ here. What the? 1 second. There's white BDZ just sitting on the edge of this all white Sirius. Buffalo wing cheddar. To be honest, I advocate chili oil on any and everything. Oh man, I'm a big Laogam Ma fan. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm all about Laogam Ma. What am I doing here? 1 second. There's a couple things I need to take care of here. DYZ. Oh. Oh, okay. I wasn't hungry when you asked before, but I sure am now. Bro, Laogama's so good. I throw it in anything that like I want to turn savory or something that's like partially savory on its way there. So like I was like put it in some quinoa, you know? And put on like eggs. Sometimes I'll make like egg sandwiches. Put egg sandwiches. I'll put on some Laogam Ma, a slice of cheese, some like fried onions, fried garlic. It's real good. All right, prediction time. That's what we need to do. I feel adventurous. 132. Actually, let's do 133. We've been crushing it lately. 133, guys. Prediction period's up. Get your wages in. Sorry, I gotta figure this whole thing out. There we go. Alright, is there any Navy? Any good Navy themes? Dots? Dots is like a pretty good one. Yeah, I think dots will work. Or is there Cadet? Cadets. Nope. Alright, point that downward. Anything else? I guess while that prediction period's up for the next minute, I can take a look again at OBS, try to figure out what's going on here. Again, we're back to this problem that we saw yesterday. Configure video still says 1080p, even though this is a 4K source. Well, so this is like super crooked, isn't it? Maybe that's just because of the camera. Ugh, what is the problem? That's the weird question here. All right, we're gonna go back here. Oh, shit. unplug that. I'm gonna unplug that. No more loop through. Outside of that, man, I don't know. No strong indicators what this could be. Oh, prediction period over? Whoa, yo, what the frick? What the? Hey! What happened? What? Huh? What'd I do? Wait, no, this is right. Hey, no, this is good. This is what we want. But I'm just like, what did I do? I don't know what I did. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh shit. Hold on. Bro, hold on. I think I know. Hold on. Wait, guys. Okay. I know what it is. You can't loop through. That's the problem. So I just took out the loop through. So now it's like, you know, this is down, but it works now. I don't remember this being what I did yesterday, but maybe. That sucks. That kind of sucks. I thought it would just work. How? So my question would be, is there a way to get it to loop through 1080p but have the input signal still properly be read? That I don't know. Anyways. Well, that solves a lot. Damn, that sucks though. Wait. Before we continue to the type test. That's a little weird that it would like, hold on, if I, sorry, we've diverged from what we were doing here, but activate. I mean, I guess we would still have to sort of raise this. Yeah, what the fuck? Why is it staying all tiny? Oh shit, y'all can't see it. Properties. Okay, can you loop through 4K and scale down on the streaming PC? I don't know. There's gotta be a way. Like, if anything, like I could probably just like plug it into another box that would do the downscaling for me. Like, you know, I think like this is a case where where that USB card would work, but that's kind of a really pricey option, I guess. Just curious, what are you using for a top mount rig? It's an arm. So it's something that like kind of, it resembles like a monitor arm, but it's specifically was made for cameras. Now you could do this with a monitor arm, get like a VESA like adapter for it, but this guy was specifically made for cameras. And then I I think the company folded. so I apologize for that. The company no longer exists, so you can't really get one anymore. I also use the same thing behind me right there for the shoulder one. But it was really expensive, but it's really nice that it was specifically made for cameras, but you can simulate it with like a monitor situation. So, and one of the things too about this whole setup here too was historically the camera that I was using was really heavy, and so I wanted something that could hold up, but most people just use like really light mirrorless cameras at this point. So like that wouldn't really be that big of a problem for me either, I think, to this point, because my cameras got lighter as I started buying more. Okay. I don't know why this is so small. This worries me. That doesn't make sense. What? Was it 38 by 40 by 2160? Why is it staying so small? See, like if I blow this up, like this is not even right, because like unless this is being scaled down. I like how you could see me kind of talk in this feed. All right, well, I'm not gonna subject to you guys any more than this, because I've already promised that I wouldn't. So we're just gonna go to the type test. All right, guys. So let's talk about this. This is the Aksara top mount polypropylene plate. This is SE version of the Aksara. Polypropylene plate, hot swap PCB, Corsa switches. I guess we didn't spring swap them. I forgot to check. I guess we still can. I got a couple of spare stuff here. It looks like they're... I don't know what this was. I guess it was like a slow spring. Slow-ish. Gold spring, 60 grams, I guess. And then we got, what is this? GMK Space Cadet round 2 classic base. Goal is 133. Microphone's good. Fans off. Turn off the music. Windows closed. 60-second test. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah, you can't see it. My bad. 1 second. Very nice. Hold on. Cursor's in the way. Gordon Derb, welcome. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, congrats to the believers. Got it. Very nice. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of how it sounds? I like it. Let's do a couple 30s here. Money, money. HC Toasty. By the way, welcome. I don't know if I said welcome to everybody here, but Johnny, NYC, HC Toasty, Gordon Derb, welcome. Welcome, guys. What happened there? I don't even know. So good. 21. Alright, where is this? Let's do one more 30 and then we'll get the music on after. I left the cursor there. Oh, I can't even tell end of it. How's everyone tonight? McJizzle, welcome. Spacebar sounds sick. It is pretty nice, right? It does sound nice. So there's no mounting point there, which I've been hearing that's like a thing that people don't like when there's like a plate mounting point near the spacebar. But it also has that the bottom of the plate is cut out like on that switch. The bottom of the switch cutout is just not there. It just goes straight into the edge. I wonder, I guess that's probably what's part of what makes that sound, but also the polypropylene plate as well. All right, a couple 15s here. Reminds me of my iron spacebar, but it's had different. Sounds nice. It is nice. I gotta hear that iron. I can't wait till that iron 160 gets here, man. Ah, shit. The overhead, it doesn't loop through anymore, huh? Well, I guess you guys can watch it here, all funny looking. There it is. They do another run of it, or did you find one after my Iron 160? The 160 is supposed to be delivering soon. This is the one that ran like, I want to say April-ish of last year. Yeah. Oh my god, what's going on here? Oh my god. Oh shit, for sure. I could have sworn I've seen some available, but I'm totally liable to be wrong. I know that, like, what? There's the 165 and then the 180. Alrighty. Well, I guess that's kind of it, huh? Oh, 3 hours. 3 hours, a bunch of it troubleshooting this capture card situation. Let's find out if I have some junk to give away. You guys want to do some junk giveaways? I'll find something. Let's find something in the junk drawer. Hey, we got sticker packs. You guys want to know the sticker pack? I think we did a sticker pack last time. Oh shit, wait, I found some. Aha. Okay, real junky. Oh fuck. Alright, here's what we'll do. Actually, I'll get one more. Then I'll get one more after that. Alright. So, I found here in this junk drawer what appears to be a pack of Cherry pre-tool clear springs. So they're really heavy. So there's that. And we'll drop in some stickers too. We got a Makibo sticker, I Heart Makibo. A Novelkeys Gator Ron sticker, and another Makibo sticker, a different one. And then I'll also drop in, a stream sticker as well. So if you guys are interested in this, AOI claim stickers, you guys into stickers? It's just a random stickers that I just have. If you guys are interested, ah shit, did I forget? I forgot to. I forgot to change out of followers only mode the whole stream. Well, we're already here, so okay. Anyways, oof. I always forget Drake sticker. What? Hopefully people are following. Hopefully we got a couple follows in here today, so all good. Okay, random. What about Twisted Crystalline Gauntlet? 25% elimination rate. Let's do this. I'm going to get off this stream tonight, and I'm going to do a little bit more trying to figure out what to do with this these recordings here. It's been a long process, right? Let's do 3 minutes. The rules, as usual, you guys have heard them a million times, but I gotta say it for anyone who hasn't heard it. First place gets to claim this prize, but no rerolls. So no rerolls. So if you don't claim, then we just pass it along down. And then last place finisher does get to choose the raid target. So let's see if we have any hints on who we might like to raid here. Looks like Miss Xing Wang is on. Who else we got here? GTM Get in Thailand, keyboard streamer. Working on a Matrix IM plus meta commission. Xing Wang is working on a mode envoy. Tominator, welcome. Exploding Corn, welcome. Thank you guys for the these contributions here. How are we doing on this challenge? 14%. All right, not bad. So it'll be a while before we get to see my artisan collection. It'll be a little while. Cherry Clear pre-tool springs, 3 vendor stickers, and a stream sticker. That's what you guys are playing for tonight. A little over a minute left here to get in on this. It's the stream of the... Wait, hold on. I need to pull up my calendar. Something seems a little fishy about the dates the last couple of nights. So this was the stream of the 18th. Cherry clear pre-tool plus 3 vendor stickers plus 1 stream sticker. Okie doke. I want to see these, especially after just starting to get into Artisan and appreciating a bit more. Yeah, we got some old stuff. Some nice old stuff. All right, guys, 15 seconds. Welcome in. Good luck. Tomorrow, so yeah, I'll just mention this. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on tuning some switches, I guess. These IROC switches, we're going to try to lube them like MX switches. See how that feels for us. Monday we're going to do the Sidewinder build with the IROC switches. And then, whoa, Arigato Roboto went backwards. Oh shit, some lasers. Oh, Exploding Corn died to this laser. Oh, McJizzle died to this laser. Are there more lasers? Oh shit, there's some stuff there. I don't know if those are boosts. Anyways, Monday we're going to be working on that Sidewinder. And then Tuesday I'll be out. And then there's a chance that I'll be out Wednesday and or Thursday. So both. But also, there's a chance of maybe neither. we'll have to see. Tominator's got a good lead right now. Punkshoe right behind. Who else died? Klexus. Looks like Klexus has died. Oh, there's more lasers there. That's why. Whoa, what the hell is this? Is that a pig? What is this? Is it a griffin? You exit out his butt? What is this? It's a twisted crystalline gauntlet. That's the name of the stage here. Are you friggin' joking my ass? Oh, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Oh my goodness. Terminator with the win. Terminator, do you claim? Arigato Roboto. Will Arigato Roboto make it before the firewall hits? Let's find out who's going to choose our raid target. There we go. All right, exclamation vote. And then yes or no if you guys liked it or hated it. Terminator, you out there? You got to be out there. You got a prize to claim. Arigato Roboto, I believe you were the last place to finish. Interesting map. All right, there's our vote. Claim, alrighty. Let me fill you in. Maybe I'll get some extra votes here. Tominator. All right, Arigato Roboto. Let us know. Where's my I always lose my cursor. Quick raid Patty before she raids you. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Raid Xing Xing Wong. Okay, guys, Discord, YouTube, raid message if you're subbed, raid message if you're not. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be I guess just working on some switches. So cool. See you guys then.